Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel, brought to you by Audible Interlude, a G.I. Joe podcast. Obviously, we're looking at a Hasbro product here. Also, as obviously, we're looking at a G.I. Joe product. This is the O-Ring Retro Duke and Cobra Commander 2-pack that I'm more excited about than I thought I was going to be. I mean, O-Rings in general have really revived something in me that I don't know, I just didn't think I'd be that enthusiastic about O-rings because I was a big 25th anniversary, 30th, 50th, whatever guy, that style of figure I was actively collecting. So the O-rings, when they were kind of first thrown out there, I was like, I don't know that I'm that interested in that, but there's something about this format that I just adore. And when you've got stuff like Call Sign Longbow, Operation Recall, in conjunction with whatever Hasbro's plans are for O-Ring Retroverse. It's just very exciting. And then these are actually more exciting to me than the first two releases, which you can see the reviews for Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, and the Cobra Trooper and the Cobra Officer here on the channel. These are something a little bit different that I'm actually more excited about. You can see this packaging. I kind of poo-pooed it a little bit in my first two reviews for the other products because of my expectations and my wants getting in the way of appreciating what Hasbro was offering. I do still think these are overpriced. This two-pack was $41.99, which just seems bonkers to me. But then you have to consider that Super 7's reaction figures are $18, although they just got boosted to $20. And then about $25 is the average price per figure for those Kickstarters that I mentioned. So, 42 bucks, $21 a piece. I don't know. I hate to say this because I don't want to encourage Hasbro to continue making things expensive, but it's not unreasonable. Okay, so we've got some great art on the front, the classic Duke with the jetpack, and then Cobra Commander with his big hairdryer gun. A really nice looking art. I dig it. And then the aesthetic of the packaging, it has this kind of like file box type look to it. Let's go ahead and open it up. I've talked about that in the other reviews. It's pretty neat for what it is. But for me, for what I want from these figures, it's not really necessary, as you guys probably know by now. I am an open 'em up guy, or else I wouldn't have a YouTube channel about opening toys. And I don't really care that much about the packaging. But you can see you've got a cool little weapons locker here that is the bottom portion of the box that I just pulled off. We'll take a look at what's actually in there. Yeah, see, I don't care about that. We'll take a look at what's actually in here in a minute. But we want to go ahead and do the main event first, and that is two carded O-Ring figures. And I do believe this card back is a little sturdier than what we had in the other sets. Gosh, these look really, really nice, you guys. I'm very excited about these. Okay, let's take them one at a time. We will start with trying to find a place to put Cobra Commander so it doesn't fall over. Duke, ostensibly the leader of G.I. Joe for most of the Sunbow cartoon series and about a year of the comics because, Hasbro told Larry Hama, hey, Duke's this new thing. And this one is different, and we'll see how once I open him up. But cardback I believe this is a sturdier cardback. Mine's nice and straight. I saw a post on social media where some people have been receiving warped cardbacks. So I almost feel kind of bad opening these. But, I'm going to do it anyway. On the back, we've got the file card in 5 languages. Still don't care for that. We've got the cross-sell. I love that. Really looks nice. This is going to look good up on the wall. There's nothing on the front of the card here that's so wacky and an eyesore that I wouldn't want to display it like this. So let's go ahead and get Duke out of there. And you'll notice he's just got the helmet and then the Sunbow laser rifle, as I tend to think of it. I think it's a XL. You guys tell me in the comments. I can't ever remember the technical name for this rifle. It's Snow Job's rifle that they just kind of adapted out to everybody in the cartoon as the standard issue Joe rifle. All right. Man, these colors are very interesting to me, and I have to say, look better in person than they did on the website. So very basic stuff here. You've got Duke, his rifle, and his helmet. He's just got the swivel neck. He's got that Duke grin. Eyes are a little lopsided. Interesting. And then he's got a little more painted detail going on there. The red epaulets, brown belt, and let's check those knees out. So there was an issue with, I think it was the Cobra officer, where I had to heat up his knees a couple of times to get the full functionality out of them, but I did eventually. Like, it was not a permanent issue. Worked fine. This guy just feels really nice. This is the magic of the O-rings in hand. They're just good toys. But look at that, the painted detail right there, the buckle on his bandolier. You can see right there. Nice little bit of paint there. Great looking figure. Sculpt is pretty nicely sharp, but of course, we need this guy to be compared to our original Duke. Now, I do not display this Duke with the helmet. I do have a mail-away Duke on a nice stand from Display Joe's with the helmet, but I just don't think of Duke as a helmeted character. Interesting. Let's get those binoculars off so we can get a little closer look here at the details. So right here, definitely more Sunbow faithful colors. Brighter, maybe deeper is a better word, which I really like because this Duke, I love this figure. I loved it when I was a kid. He felt like a leader to me. He was, at the time, very detailed for a Joe. But is a little bland and washed out. And then, boom, look at the color on this new one. And this is the type of stuff I'm going to get a little more excited about with these new O-rings, is upgrades and variants like this. Let's take a look at the portrait. The original doesn't have the lopsided eyes in quite the same way. And I will say, I think the grin on the new one is a little less goofy. And you'll also notice the hair, there's a visible part on the original Duke, and on the new one, it's all just brushed back, slicked back. So pretty interesting comparison there. The details are the same, but the specifics are different. I don't think that makes any sense. Hopefully you know what I'm saying. Like, everything is there for this to be Duke, but they've just kind of, made some changes where they make sense. Look how is the forearm shorter? It's not really. The skin tone is different on this Duke as well, which helps him stand out a little bit better. So there you go. There are the differences between the original and the new one. Let's pop that helmet on this guy. Like I said, yes, obviously in real world military, everybody should be wearing a helmet. But one of the things that I love about G.I. Joe is that it's not real world military. There are other lines that can do that. That's not what I come to G.I. Joe for. So the helmet fits really nicely. The laser gun or laser rifle, we're going to pop that right in the hand. And you don't have to worry about breaking that thumb off because it's a softer plastic. These forearms are. Oh man, look at this guy. I really, really like this figure quite a bit. He is, those colors. I'll be honest, this is really what I would have preferred Duke to look like when I was a kid. He just looks great. Look at the paint on the belt buckle there. Great looking figure. I'm very happy with this guy, much more so than I honestly thought I would be. All right, now let's take a look at Cobra Commander. Again, beautiful card back. Everything looks great. Traditional Cobra Commander pose, although you can see he does not have gloves on in the picture there. On the back, we've got the file card and all the languages. Let's just go ahead and open this guy up. This is definitely sturdier, although what's funny is I think this card back is the same thickness as the new Retro Joe, the Retro Classified Joes that I reviewed here, which this thickness works fine for this size figure. It does not work well for a 6-inch figure that has a lot more real estate to cover. Oh, this is an interesting rifle. So he comes packaged just with this rifle. Doesn't even have his hairdryer gun. It's got the silver neck. Got the white stripe on the head. Again, this is modeled after the Sunbow look of Cobra Commander. So let's take a look at the original. And already the new head is far superior, in my opinion. Well, not superior. Not superior. It is just a better look, I think. Or a different look. I don't know. It's just different. Because I still like this almost like spacesuit bubble helmet that he's got going on, but this one looks, like I said, it's just different. The white stripe on the top of the head is nice. The Cobra symbol being more off to the side is definitely more like the cartoon. He's got the white belt rather than black. Oh, the light blue shirt underneath is also a nice difference. And then a little more detail on that belt buckle there. And then on the back, of course, we've got the sculpted plug-in for the gun. Oh, okay. So for here, they've just painted up onto the sleeves to give it the appearance of gloves, whereas on this one, he's got the shorter gloves and the sleeves are blue, which is fine. I think it looks fine either way. He's got the stirrup pants, no stripes on the legs on the new one, or no stripe on the leg on the newer guy. These are both great. I honestly can't say I have a preference, but this guy does look really nice. The flatter rivets on the shoulders are another difference between the newer figures and the other ones. Let's try those knees out. Knees are fine on this guy, no problems at all sitting down. These are just fun to fiddle with. You keep a pile of O-rings on your desk and you're going to be good to go. Love the detail on the shirt. He looks great. He looks really great. Now let's put that rifle. You know what? We didn't look at Duke's rifle closely enough. So this is a rifle I'm going to assume is out of Sunbow. I do not have the encyclopedic knowledge of all G.I. Joe rifles, guns, weapons, etc. I used to. When I was a kid, I knew the name of every single rifle everybody had. But those days are far behind me. So if this has a specific name, you guys feel free to let me know. Let's plug that right into Cobra Commander's hand. Now this is a little too much weapon for Cobra Commander for me, and he can't hold it super well. He's got kind of a weird thing going on there, but that's okay because I think we're going to have a much more appropriate weapon for him very soon. Let's take a look at Duke's rifle real quick. You can see the detail on this. Nice sharp detail, looks really good. It is flexible, but not rubbery. So you don't have to worry about it breaking. Man, the detail on this is really, really nice. All right, so let's take a look at more weapons and accessories. Is that everything? That's everything. Don't need our legalese. Throw that away. Let's see what we've got. I'm a big fan of everything being wrapped in tissue paper and cardboard rather than jammed into a plastic tray, because this way things do not get warped. So we've got a nice battle stand for Duke. I'm going to throw him on right there. 2-peg battle stand, which is nice, although that's kind of a wide stance going on for a little O-ring figure. That doesn't seem to work particularly well. So I think this stand might be modeled off of one of the old 25th anniversary stands, because this, well, we'll see in a second, because this was for a flag that came with one of the 25th anniversary Dukes. But yeah, this stand doesn't work super well. Yeah, and here we see this is the Cobra Trooper. The other releases came with just regular black battle stands. So I'm actually not a fan of this stand at all, because it doesn't match. And don't get me wrong, the stand looks great, but this does not match what we've gotten before in the line. That's actually pretty disappointing. Let's get our jump jetpack in here in the silver color, which I like. I'll take as many different colored jump jetpacks as they want to put out. I think it's one of the all-time great toy accessories. The sculpt is wonderful. It plugs in. Not all the way, but it is secure. So it's not just going to fall off of him. Works for me. Let's give him that rifle back. There we go. And then we've got so we do have a regular. Oh man, look at all this business. What all is in here? Oh man. Oh, this stuff is beautiful. Whoa, Cobra Commander's loadout is fantastic. Okay, so he has a regular battle stand, which is way better than Duke's. Give me generic battle stands all day long, provided they will actually, there we go, plug into the feet. So there you go, much, much better. But look at what else he has. He's got a Cobra, let's get this out of the way here. Cobra staff. That is wonderful. I believe, detonator device. The bomb. And we need a claw to go with this guy, right? A fantastic laser pistol with, look at the painted detail on this thing. Another, I'm sure, episode-specific pistol accessory. Of course, the trademark Cobra Commander hairdryer gun, as it's called, that we're going to plug right into his back here, because I think I'm going to have him using some of these other accessories. We'll just keep that on his back, and stays in there nice and securely. Excellent. And then finally, some Cobra branded binoculars. I love it. With paint on the strap is another thing worth noting, I believe. All right, what else have we got in here? And see, I don't pay too much attention to what these things come with, because I enjoy. Oh, here we go. Okay, there's our flag. I enjoy this process of like unwrapping and seeing, oh, what all is in here. What kind of fun do we get to have? So this is a probably paper. I'm not going to mess with it too much. I don't know. It feels like it might be sort of a vinyl, but great looking flag. There we go. this might be a bit much, but at the same time, if this is a flag that the Joes are going to carry into combat, then it needs to be reinforced and as sturdy as possible. Nice paint up here on the top. And on these little, what are these called? I have no clue. If there's a name for these, tell me in the comments. But nice looking flag. I'm not going to sit here and count the stars, but that was the purpose of it coming with this stand, is so you can have that action going on, which I appreciate, but this stand just does not work for the O-ring stance. So let's see what we've got in here. Hopefully a regular battle stand. Nope. Ooh, that is that's disappointing, because it's not like you can just go buy these battle stands on Hasbro Pulse, which you should be able to. So he's got the traditional Duke backpack, the Duke rifle, a bazooka, the binoculars, and then this deal, which you can, if you want to, put on the figure. Let's do that just to see what it looks like. You know, when we were kids, we didn't really care about... oh, wait. Yeah, it's got to go that way. We didn't care about any kind of belts or anything to attach jetpacks. They just plugged into their backs, and that was just fine. So that is going to connect there, hopefully. You know what? I'm not going to spend too much time trying to get this perfect. You guys can see where it's going. So we'll just... Oh, and you know what? That explains why the jetpack sticks out a little bit further when it's plugged in, because it has to accommodate the straps here. So there you go. That's kind of what that's supposed to look like. We can do a better job later on. And then Duke/Airborne's backpack, which will compare to the original. You can see very, very close, but not exact, which I appreciate. The binoculars, go ahead and take those off, because why not? Very close. The difference being these new ones don't have the little dip right up here at the top, so these sit on Duke's neck just a little bit better than just sticking straight out. So actually those old binoculars are superior to these new ones. And then the rifle, I'm not going to bother comparing that. Looks great. Nice sharp sculpt, loaded with detail. And then this bazooka, which Hasbro just cannot get enough of this bazooka. But it looks great. And we need Zap soon. Get us a Zap, please. So there you go. Duke and Cobra Commander, new O-ring versions that I think look fantastic. I'm very happy with this purchase. And like I said, yeah, $21 a piece. Okay, maybe it seems a little steep, but at the same time, these are great quality figures, and you can't get anything like this, at retail. These are wonderful. So thanks for watching, you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about the Needless Things YouTube channel, and yo, Joe, Cobra.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.